Oh, here we are again now, and it's like no time has passed. Gazing out upon the sunset as it sinks into the night. Many times it seemed as though a given day might be our last. Face to face with certain death, it's somehow coming out alright. I don't think that we have any cause to lament, but there's quite a lot of thrilling intent, thrilling intent. Thrilling intent, thrilling intent.
You come back out into the hall and you start to feel like you feel the passage of time. It's getting a little later in the day. Moving's pretty important, but like there's one more stop in this building, Marcus, that you're aware of.
Yeah, there's the library down this hall, I think. Honestly, I think we should be getting back really soon. So, do you guys want to just poke in, see what we can see, but keep it brief?
I agree. I think it would be wise to head on back very soon, but maybe there's something in the library that could be beneficial. So, just a quick peek, and then we have got to head on back. I need to go check on my people.
Look at this team being responsible.
It's so lovely.
We're trying.
You should have seen them before I got here.
Indian, you use books a lot. Is this going to help?
It's honestly kind of tough to say, just because, well, what sort of information are we looking for?
Well, if there exists any literature about the tower, then maybe if it's related to Tannhauser,
Yeah.
The library might have something about it. Otherwise, just anything cool, I guess.
You come in and you start to look around the room. This place is an absolute pigsty. The rocking of the tower has caused most of the books to fall out of their shelves.
Oh, no.
You're looking around and a lot of these tomes are old or valuable. It's mostly literature, but these are first edition prints of some of Tannhauser's finest works. Marcus, this is some of the stuff that's inspired you in the past.
Oh, wow. I've actually checked some of these out before.
Do you want to take them?
Yeah.
You come over and you almost start to melancholically pack up a lot of the literature that inspired you during your youth. Honestly, that still starts to inspire you. Just as you fill your pack up, you realize that even with all of you carrying, you would not be able to carry back every single one of these books. But
yeah, I think I narrow it down to 3 grudgingly.
You narrow it down to 3 books begrudgingly. You put them all in your pack, and you actually sort of get a difficult expression on your face. And Ian looks over. Oh, why that look? I mean, you're getting free, extremely expensive books, right?
Well, yeah. They're kind of books that were a big deal to me in my childhood. And, it's a bit of a bittersweet nostalgia situation being here under these circumstances. Or also just being here at all.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
She genuinely gets for some reason, this pains her in a weird way, and she offers you an appreciative pat on the shoulder. Mercy, while you're over here, you notice something. These books up on this cabinet in the corner are actually quite interesting to you. They're ledgers that you've seen, you've seen the various merchantry that you've interacted with use. These appear to be shipping records, holdings, various collection of deeds, etc., put on public display. This, in the chaos and the ensuing anarchy of Tannhauser, the merchantry actually uses a lot of titles, deeds, etc., and the insistence that they have these titles, deeds, etc., to assert power and influence. In front of you, there are some genuine articles. With this, you can actually very quickly test the truth of the merchantry's claims to, say, a warehouse, a piece of land, etc. This is a treasure trove in itself, not necessarily of gold or a powerful weapon, but in terms of information, this could provide you a unique amount of leverage.
Mercy smiles and picks up the book. Oh, I'm coming for you, little bastards.
Wow.
Yeah, you take everything you can, and like you wind up packing up a good portion of this cabinet and leave behind any duplicates, and you more or less get ready to go. And Marcus, you turn around with your 3 books in hand with almost a strange heaviness rolling around in your heart. Marcus, your eyes harden and your expression does too as you start to travel towards the door, and everyone sort of watches you go.
Yeah, I'm kind of downcast, hunched.
Did he not find the books he wanted?
No, I found the ones I wanted. I'm just... lots of memories and lots of stuff to think about.
Wait, do you want this one? It's got a fish on it.
No, that's...
I thought it might be important.
Marcus, you pick up the fishy book, and it is... well, it's a book from your deep childhood, the equivalent of the Hungry Caterpillar, and looking at that is another stab in the heart.
Wow. I will actually hold on to this. Thank you. The greedy mackerel is one of my favorites.
I had a feeling about that one.
Takes
Thank
it.
you. Thank you, Gregor.
Starts to walk away.
You think he's okay?
Yeah.
He got books. He loves books.
Oh boy. Okay. So I'm beginning to see a trend with this little crew here. And she looks at all 3 of you, more or less focuses on Harlock and especially Gregor. I'm sensing there has been a stunt in your emotional growth.
Yes.
I
can't disagree with that, honestly.
Oh dear. Okay. Marcus is clearly going through a lot right now. If I had to guess, he's the sort of person that uses sunshine and smiles to not only keep others around him happy, but to create a barrier for himself. This is very similar to another goober I know, but in the reverse, and like pokes Harlock.
Wow.
I am an adult goober.
Big or small goober you are. Anyways.
He usually uses, like, shadows to make barriers for himself. Are you sure you know him that well?
No, it's a metaphor. Gregor.
Oh, a metaphor. What's the metaphor for?
How do I put this? You know...
Well, are there any more children's books in here?
How do I put this? You know when Marcus insists on sparkling, but like shadowly, and it's really bright and hurts your eyes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's him all the time. She motions over to Marcus, who's kind of walking away. He wants to put on this big villain persona and uses it, as well as all of the smiles, and indeed all of the shadows, to put forward this image of someone who is sort of unbeatable by things. But coming back here, it kind of creates this situation where he needs to look at a part of his life that he thought would probably last forever in complete disrepair and ruin. It's like trying to fight, but people keep pulling the rug out from under you. He can't quite stand and smile and sparkle the same as he used to. Not here, at least.
Huh.
Marcus lets a handful of gravel run between his fingers.
Oh.
You have to assume from Marcus's perspective, he's come home for the first time in gods know how long, and she gestures, it's broken.
So those are sad sparkles.
Mm-hmm. Well, they can be happy too, but the main purpose of them frequently is to hide sadness or pain. And in moments like these, where the sadness or pain is too great, well, the sparkles sort of dim.
Starting to see the benefit in the place of my tragedy being locked in time. It's just as bad as I remember it. This place just keeps on getting worse for him.
Holy shit!
Whoa!
You leave the palace and manage to pick your way back out through the capital. It's a pretty somber thing, but you do make your way away. You find your way back to that place on the way out. The impact point where you found that spear.
Mm-hmm.
Quietly you pick it up and you keep on going.
That was easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Oh.
I guess.
Marcus looks around suspiciously.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I suppose I'll just grab this then. Mercedes very delicately grabs the spear and then just pulls out of the earth and like looks around like, am I gonna get shot?
Yeah,
Let's walk back fast.
You pick up the spear and then everybody picks up the pace.
Hey, nice.
You guys finally make it back to the front line and you notice two of those creatures impaled on some of those spikes, them still more or less cleaning up the debris from the battle yesterday.
Get spiked, losers.
The members of the Reforged Legion come up, greet you, and begin to excitedly gather around you, Mercy, almost immediately. Meanwhile, Marcus and Harlock, you look at these creatures, which are slowly, they're resting almost a little still alive, impaled on these spikes, still twitching. These
Let
are
me
still,
take care of that.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like this is put them out of their misery situation.
Mercy puts up a hand. Don't kill one of them. I want to experiment with something.
I love how scientific she is.
Okay, it better be that one, because this one is,
Wait, what do you mean by experiment? And I feel like, well, these things are horrible monstrosities, but
Oh, don't worry.
is that entirely ethical?
I plan on killing it
Oh, okay.
once I have learned something from it.
I don't...
yeah, this is how we learn about monsters and what their weaknesses are.
I just really don't like the sound of that.
Think of it like a living dissection.
Why are
Oh,
you
that's called a vivisection.
Why are you all saying it like this?
How about I don't think about it?
Yes, I just wanted to experiment with something. Didn't need to go into in-depth. Now, if you'll excuse me, Mercedes reaches into the pouch, and she's going to grab one of these samples of just directly from the tower sand.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And she's going to look for, like, a wound from the spear, and pour the sand on it. Just like a decent amount to see if by chance this does heal it or, like, latches onto the creature.
Very, very, very smart. You slide the sand into the wound, and it rests there for a second, almost twitching and alive, animated as if by an electric shock, and you pretty sure it's like the wound wants to heal, and then the sand just stops. The shock seems to end. This crackling energy is starting to dissipate, and then the sand slips from the wound. Maybe this creature is genuinely too wounded for that.
But it is safe to assume that it might have...
It's strange. It's like it wants to, but for some reason can't, is the best description I've got. Your line of reasoning is sound, is the best way that I'd say it, but there is a missing component here.
That is interesting.
I wonder.
Perhaps the sand has deemed that this is too far gone to save?
Okay, we are not nursing this back to health. I am putting my foot down there.
No, I would kill it immediately anyways.
Can do.
She hold on. One more experiment.
Well, that's not immediate.
She points to the Forged Legion member. Give me your helmet.
They do. They scoot over, hand over that helmet.
She summons a hammer and looks to Harlock. I need you to put the sand on the wound again as I ring the hammer against the helmet.
Oh.
I want to see if it reacts to sound instead.
Oh. You mean to the bell sound that the tower makes?
It's not the exact same, but perhaps something similar might aid it.
I like where you're thinking.
Huh.
And she does.
You do so, and the sound travels straight through the creature. It almost seems to resonate with the noise, growing increasingly agitated. It begins to writhe, the sound of the bell almost like the sound of the bell almost calling it back, and then it looks at you and then finally falls completely still. That didn't heal it. However, it sure did wake it the fuck up.
So they have ears.
Mercy hands the helmet back. Is it by chance? This is a wild theory. Do they hate the bell? And they're leaving?
Huh.
Hmm.
Interesting. I guess they could?
That would make a very good target to attack.
They leave after it rings, but then it's done ringing already.
So if we destroy it and it doesn't ring?
That's why I don't know precisely. This is
It's worth thinking about, though. I like your line of thought there, Mercy.
Mercy.
How do you feel about forging a bell?
I was just thinking about that. I
Huh?
can't really make one here, unfortunately. Even though I can move my forge pretty efficiently. It would be difficult to actually get the mold and everything, but she turns to this Reforged Legion member. Are you able to procure bells?
Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult. I think there's a town bell in one of the villages near the perimeter. I can do that.
That would be marvelous. Thank you so much.
They salute.
Yeah, spread the word. Thank you.
They do the classic salute and scoot.
Oh my god. I love that.
Inian looks at the creature now actually dead, and looks back up to the camp. Well, we should get moving. We need to determine our next course of action.
Yep.
Yes.
Wow, I feel better after that nap.
You
By which I mean that full night's sleep.
feel a lot better after that full night's sleep.
You know, Marcus, it's just like my little goobers. They keep on saying, Mum, no, I will not take a nap, and every time they take one, they feel so much better when they wake up.
Oh, you have little kids.
I do.
That's adorable. I bet you're a great mom.
I'm actually pretty jealous at this point.
Mercy puts her hand on her chest. Thank you.
The heck is a goober?
Wow.